Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous classes, we have learnt about the uh, mule validation and the choice router. In mule validation, we are validating the content of the request. In the choice router, according to choice of the expression, we are routing the request. In this lecture, we are going to learn, or I am going to learn, that's all thing, as scatter getter. If you talking about the scatter, it means scattering the flow, scattering the request. As a name suggests, scatter and gather. Scatter means it is scattering the request. A gather means it is collecting the response. Okay. So as name suggests, this will work similar. A scatter means it will scatter the request, and it will collect the response and give you the response. So let's understand the requirement. In the previous class, we have the requirement. Principal want to give the result of the student, annual result of the student for the class 8 and 9th and 10th. And he was basically using this flow, choice router, to get the attendance percent of a particular student for a particular class, so that he will check his attendance. Accordingly, he will assign the some marks that was decided for the attendance. But take the inner scenario. We have the some student is present in the class 8, 9, 10th. Okay. And someone from the education department visited the school, and he requested that I need attendance for the all the students for the class 9th, 8th and 10th. I don't want to see a particular student. I want to see attendance report for the class 8, 9th and 10th. What was the attendance report? Please show me. Then, and he told the principal. But if the principal is going to use this flow, that it will take whole day, because he is going to hit the, here it is the only 10th, here only it is the 10th, only 10 report in the table. But ideal scenario, it will be 100 people, 200 people in the class. So it will take, if he is going to hit the flow with the class 8 and taking the roll number, it will be whole day. And also the education department people will tell that we don't have a whole day to see your report. Do you have other way to check this? Then in that scenario, principal will become a worry. So in this scenario, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the scatter getter to get all report from the class, to get fetch all value from the class 8, class 9th and class 10th, and give as a response in the here. So you will hit the flow normal, you will hit this flow, and this flow will came, and it will fetch value from the all three table, and it will give the response. And we will show this to the education department people. This is my class attendance report for the class 8, 9, 10th. Please have a look, and if you have any question, then ask me. So in this way, we can do this job in the very few seconds. So how we can implement this flow? Before that, I want to explain what a scatter getter do. Once we send this request here, it will come to a scatter getter, and it will route this flow to parallelly all three. Okay. So let's implement the flow. For that, first I don't require the transform, so let me delete the transform, and let me delete this also. Okay. Let me move this all three as out of this flow. Why it is not coming out? Okay, it came out, it came out, and it came out. Okay, that's all. Let's delete the choice router, and instead of let's use the scatter getter. So let's first stop the flow and let me delete this. So I have deleted a scatter getter. Now only I have the insert that I'm going to use for the scatter getter. If you search here in the platelet scattered and gather, you will get this and just use and drop down before the listener. Similarly, what you have did for the choice router, same thing you have to do for the this class 8, 9, 10th. Just select here and apply here. Similarly, just select 9th class and apply here. Similarly, select 10th class and apply here. Okay, the same thing what we did. This is the listener, we have used the scatter getter, and we are moving this 8 class, 9 class, 10 class. What is happening here? Once request will came here, it will reach to a scatter getter. After that, it will route the request parallelly to all three. Earlier, what was happening? Earlier, it was checking the condition whether a class 8, class 9th, class 10th. In this, here it is not going to check the class 8, class 9, class 10. What are the flow you have assigned here? It will parallelly send requests to these all three to give the response. These all will give the response, and after that we will use the transform message to prepare the response, and I will give this to the output, and this output is principal is going to show to the education department people that this is the report. Okay, first let's modify the insert. Earlier I was doing fetching for a particular one roll number, but I don't need for the particular one roll number. I want to whole class report. So let's modify all three flow. Okay, similarly let's modify for the 9th class. I don't need for the particular roll number, so let me modify this, and also let me modify for the this also. Okay, now let's modify for the class 10th again with the this. Okay, I'm fetching whole table from the class 10th, and I'm not applying any input parameter. That is done. So what I'm doing, I am fetching whole value from this table class 8, whole value from the table class 9th, and whole value from the class 10th, and sending this to the this transform message, and this transform message is going to prepare, is going to collect all value from the class 8, class 9th, class 10th, and it is going to send in the response. Okay, but we need to do something in the transform message. Okay, first, what in which format you want to response? So I want in the JSON format, so let me modify this to Java to JSON. Second, if you want to collect all these three information, because if you see, this is actual not the simple message, this is the array, because here it is a 10 record. For the 9th class it is a 10 record, for 10th class it is a 10 record. This is a array, and if you want to fetch first array, second array, and these all three array, and if you want to prepare a response, so we have a, especially for the scatter getter, we have a standard syntax that you can use. There is a flatten, FLA, flatten. If you go see, you can see flatten. In flatten, what we have to write here, payload dot and the payload. Okay, that is done. This is a simple thing we have to write here. What I have written here, let me show you. I have written, I am flattening payload dot means whatever the payload after that present till the payload. That is a simple syntax that you have to use to combine these all three report into a single report to print this into the console. Okay, so my whole diagram is completed, and I am going to deploy and debug it to see how basically it is happening. So let me first deploy the flow, and let's see how basically it is going to execute it. In between it is deploying, let me again try to explain you. I am going to hit this response with this URL with the help of method as a get. Here I am not using any class and role as a query parameter. I am not sending anything in the body. Let me remove this also. Okay, and I am just sending only this URL, and this URL is configured here. It will came to a scatter getter. A scatter getter will be do one thing. It will first came here at 8. It will fetch value from the 8 class. It will came to the 9th class. It will fetch value from 9th class. It will came to the 10th class. It will fetch value from 10th class. And further, with the help of transform message using a standard syntax flatten the payload or payload. This is a standard syntax. We are going to, okay, let me, what is happening here? Let me do one thing. Somehow it has wrong happened. Let me, if something wrong happened, then what we have to do, you have to just click on reset Windows perspective, reset perspective. It will reset the, bring back to the original. Okay, again here using transform message to collect 8, 9, 10th report, and we will send this to the here. Principal is going to take this response the result, and he is going to show to the education department people. Let's see if it has deployed. You can see it has deployed successfully. Let's hit the flow. I just hit the flow. You can see it has asking for debug mode. You can see it has came here. I am going to move forward. If you can see in the attribute nothing, in payload I am sending nothing. In the attribute I am not sending in anything in the query parameter, anything in the URI parameter, query parameter I am not sending nothing. Okay. Now let's move forward. It has came here at the 8th class. It has fetched value. It has came to the 9th class. It has fetched value, and it has came to the 10th class. It has fetched value. So all 3 class it has fetched value, and it has came to transform message. It will help me to prepare the response so that user can get the response in the console. Now execution has completed. Let's see what is coming in the here. If you see here, everything is coming. Roll number 1, roll number 3, roll number, these all thing is coming. Let me copy this to show you in the notepad. Let me go in the notepad and just let me paste it here. If you see here, roll number 1 Rishu Tiwari is showing for the 8th class. Let's go to the table and let's fetch the for the 8th class. You can see 8th class roll number is Rishu Tiwari, attendance percent 20%, and it is going to show here. Again for the roll number 10th, 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6, 7, 8, it is showing. Again if you go for the 9th class, let's go for the 9th class. You can see 9th class Ankit Tiwari with roll number 2, 30% is present, and you can see you are going to see the same thing. Okay, let's move for the 10th class. I'm just showing one example. You can see for the 10th class, roll number 8 Priyanka Rai with attendance 75%. Roll number 8 with Priyanka Sharma. Sorry, it is, let me check. It is Rai. Let's move forward. You will get the Priyanka Sharma. You can see Priyanka Sharma with the roll number 8. The every record with the 30. This is the 30. If you see, it will be 30. Okay. The all 30 will be has printed in the here, I'm just going to copy here. I am going to give this to the education department people, and they are going to check the report, and they will say that I am happy or I am not happy. That depend upon the attendance percent of the people. And after that, all validation will be done. That is done. Let me try to hit flow one more time. I just hit the flow. It came here. It came to the 8th class. It fetched the result. It came to the 9th class. It fetched the result. And it came to the 10th class. It fetched the result. And it prepared the response and it sent the response. And you can get the same response. Okay, same response you have got. Okay. So that is all about. You can see their status quo is 200 and okay, I'm getting. Okay. So in this class, we have seen how basically our router flow works. But why basically we are using like that? We want to fetch the value from the all three table. We can do like that. We can make the parallel call like that. This I can keep here 8th class. I can keep here 9th class. We can keep here 10th class, and I can fetch the value from the all three. But there is a problem in this flow. Let's take example. While fetching the value from here, it takes the 10 millisecond. Here also it is taking 10 millisecond, and here it is also taking 10 millisecond. It will overall make the 330 millisecond in the flow execution. Okay, and it will increase the overall response time for the user, and it will degrade the performance for the application. But if I do the parallel call like that, okay, here it was going 8, 9, 10 because I am seeing in debug mode. In debug mode, it goes to everyone. But if you do without debug mode, it will directly hit the flow parallelly. So here what is happening? If here let's remember here taking 8 class is taking 10 millisecond, 9 class is taking 10 millisecond, and 10 class is taking 10 millisecond. The overall time response time is going to be 10 millisecond. But here is 8 class is taking 10 millisecond, 9th class is taking 15 millisecond, and 10th class is taking 20 millisecond. The overall response time is going to be 20 millisecond, but it is lesser than still this flow which is 30 millisecond. Okay, so that is one benefit of the using this router flow, that is the scatter gather. So hope you have enjoyed it, and again if you have any doubt, any type of concern, you can send me a mail, you can contact me. And if you are new to channel and liking my video, please subscribe to the channel. We will meet again with the next video. Thank you all.